Hey, welcome to the How to Be a Copywriter Even If You Hate Selling course. My name is Dean Soto, and I am the co-founder of the Online Empire Academy. I am so excited that you are in this course. It is going to be one of the best decisions that you've ever made. And the coolest thing about this is that I think you're going to get a lot out of it, predominantly because I never ever wanted to be a copywriter. I had never had any desire. I had no knowledge of what a copywriter was, and somehow I just magically fell into it, and it's a huge part of my business. It's one that makes me a lot of money every month, which I like. And we're going to talk about that. I'll give you some specific use cases and specific things that you'll get to see just how this whole copywriting thing can be one of the most lucrative and beneficial things that you could ever learn in your entire life. So let's get into it. All right, real quick, a little bit about me. I've been in business for over 6 years. I started off in IT and worked my way to figuring out that I did not want to do IT anymore. It was really just not my thing. And moved into web development, and then I moved into different type of web apps and things like that. And now I am a full-time online internet marketer. I sell info products, and I sell physical products, and I'm partnered up with a couple different people. So I'm all over the place. iPhone apps, all that stuff. But the biggest thing that I do, and the one that makes the most money right now, is copywriting. And I'm gonna give you some really cool examples of that. I have 6 children, yes, all under the age of 9, and it's quite an adventure, but it's cool because the only reason I'm able to be with them and to enjoy them and so on is because of copywriting, because of being able to sell via email and via other mediums like that. I sell all sorts of products online, like I mentioned, and I make a full-time living doing it. The cool thing is that I am an introvert to the max. Introvert to the max. I do not like selling, and well, I kind of like selling now. I did not like selling, but the cool thing about copywriting is that you're not necessarily in front of people all the time, and you're not getting rejected all the time. I think that's the thing that I like the most about it. But yeah, even though I'm doing this video and things like that, a lot of the times I like copywriting because don't tell anyone, especially if you ever go to the Online Empire Academy. Even though an email might come in someone else's name, normally it's me. Usually it's me. About 99% of the time, I wrote the email. So I can hide behind whoever the heck I want. It could be the Online Empire Academy team, whatever, and I can still make money doing it and not feel rejected. And, if they get rejected, that's one thing, but not me, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I like that. But before we get into the next phase, I just want to show you that, hey, I am really doing what I say that I'm doing. There's a lot of people who say that they do what they do, but they don't. So right now it is 12:21 a.m. as of recording this. That's why I only have one new lead for today, but that's kind of cool. But leads for the last 7 days, leads for last 30 days, 258. And you can see this is my monthly and quarterly and weekly sales. This is kind of a slow time. We do have a webinar coming up soon, which will bump these up pretty significantly for this month. But here, let me show you also. If I go to, and I do this in all my videos, so if you have any of my other courses, I apologize. I'm not doing it to show off. I'm doing it because, I want everyone to know that I'm not lying to you and give you some credibility. All right, so I've had an Infusionsoft for about 2 years now, and if we hit this search and we go all the way down to the bottom, boom, close to $780,000, and this is just one thing. This is just Infusionsoft. We have a whole bunch of other stuff, but all of these, every single sale here is a result of copywriting. Every single sale, okay, is a result of copywriting, and that's the best part about this. Okay, it's an email that went out. It can be attributed to those emails. All right. So anyway, I just think it's pretty cool to be able to say that. But it works. It totally works. And I'm going to teach you everything that I know. And I think you're going to get a ton out of it. Okay. All right. So let's get into it. Why copywriting? Well, it beats door-to-door sales, and it beats doing phone calls all day. I used to sell franchises, emerging brands like Five Guys, emerging brands that are similar to Five Guys and Halal Guys and Chipotle and Qdoba and all those other things. And it was hard, man. You just had to call and call and call and get rejected and rejected and rejected and rejected. And I just, honestly, I couldn't handle it anymore. I liked part of it, but I didn't like the constant rejection. Oh my gosh, especially as especially as an introvert, it doesn't quite go down. You can't swallow that very well. I love copywriting. You're going to find this. You're going to see this, that it's simple to learn. The techniques, the theories, all that stuff, extremely simple to learn, but it's difficult to master. And guess what? Guess what the only way to master it is to actually do it. You have to do it. You always have to do it. That's the only way you're going to be able to make this happen, okay? It makes you think of others before yourself. And this is the thing that I really like about copywriting. And I recently, just as of, must have been, today, this morning, I was working with my business partner, one of his staff members, and she was, we have an apparel site called triplethreadco.com, and it's a women's apparel site. And she was doing some kind of like Halloween emails, and she had already written them up. And so I've been teaching her how to do some copywriting. And so her emails originally were just kind of just thrown together. Hey, here's a question, try and get your attention and buy this thing. But we changed some things based off of some surveys that we did that told us, these surveys told us what our customer actually wants. Okay, so originally, and we'll talk about this case study later, so I'm not going to go into it right now. But originally, the emails were targeted toward one specific type of product, which our customers didn't say they wanted, and our customers. We wanted to touch some emotional points in our customers, and so these emails turned from just bland nastiness to some really cool, and I'll share them with you, some really neat, really emotion-driven emails and subject lines and things like that are going to touch things that will definitely increase sales. Okay, and you're going to see, and I'm going to show you also some other things. We had just recently a webinar, a paid webinar that we were doing, and we sent one email off on one day and one email off on another. One was a huge long email, and the other one was a very short email. One did extremely well, and one did extremely poorly. I'm not going to share with you until I get to it, but you're going to see, wow, what a big difference. It was literally a 900% increase in conversions just from one, maybe two simple changes in the email. Okay, so pretty cool. And the changes were based off of what our customer wanted. It's the fastest way to give yourself a raise. Come on, 900% increase. Is that always going to happen? No, but we spent another half hour on that email, and it increased 900%. That's a pretty nice raise. I mean, I don't know of any full-time company that allows you to have a 900% annual increase in your salary. So it's really, really, it can be a really neat thing to see as you're doing more copywriting, that your sales will increase based off of the things that you're learning. Okay. And then literally you can live off of 2 to 3 emails a month. I'm not joking. I send probably about 2 to 3, maybe 4 emails a month. And that's where I get the brunt of my money that I live off of, which is great. I mean, if not everything. I mean, it's pretty dang cool. It's actually pretty amazing. So we're going to talk about all that coming up. So what you're going to learn the fundamentals of copywriting. Yay, fundamentals. You can learn these anywhere, but I want to apply them. I want to show you how. Look, I don't do split testing. I don't do A/B testing and things like that. Should I be doing that? Yes, but a lot of the things that I do are based off of just doing it and learning, doing it and learning, doing it and learning. I want to make it as simple as possible for you to execute. Don't get it stuck in the weeds and stuff. And yes, A/B testing is it'll help you to make more revenue, but first do it in the first place. That's where we want to get to, is doing it, figuring out what went wrong, move on to the next thing. And some would argue that, well, you need A/B testing in order to do that. Personally, I don't think you do, and we'll talk about why that is, okay? But we're going to learn the fundamentals of copywriting and why what you learned in school made you a sucky copywriter, okay? We're going to learn how to know and understand your customers so well that they pay you to email them, which is true. And last but not least, even though you may suck at copywriting now, you can blow me out of the water, mainly because I am not the sharpest tool in the shed, and I'm probably the laziest copywriter you've ever met. But I make money doing it, so I don't care. Okay, so you're gonna do some pretty darn cool thing, and yes, I said darn. Okay, with copywriting, and that's the goal. Okay, that's the goal. Let's get you doing some pretty cool things with copywriting. Let's make you a copywriter. The cool thing about being a copywriter, you don't have to go and get a certification to be a copywriter. You don't have to go and get a diploma to be a copywriter. I don't have a diploma, and I, over the last 2.5 years, made $780,000 in revenue from copywriting. That's pretty cool, I guess. I mean, I could go and spend those 2 years learning something at a college and getting a diploma for it and not making $780,000. But that probably wouldn't have been a good idea. So anyway, so that's what you're going to learn. I'm excited for you. If you have any questions, please put them in the discussion forum. I always am trying to add more and more videos and things like that. So please do not hesitate. I want to make this the best course experience for you possible. All right, we will see you in the next video.